What's up, guys? We are back with another episode of the Mindful as Fuck podcast. Now, today we are talking about mental health. It's not like we don't always talk about mental health, but we're specifically talking about mental health, grinding, all of the things, men's mental health more specifically.
Yeah.
When I tell you, this guy right here said, listen, hey, I want to come on here and I want to talk about mental health, I was immediately, yep, let's get you in.
Right.
Because you guys know how passionate I am about being who you are, being self aware, building up your community, and just doing more for the world, period. And you can't do anything for anybody until you have done it for yourself. So we're going to let him introduce himself and we're going to get the show going.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carlos Henderson. I'm born and raised from Elgin, Illinois, and I'm the CEO of Success Hills Pain.
Okay, okay. What's it like been? What has it been like living in Elgin?
I was living in Arizona for like 10 years, so I just came back. So but born and raised, growing up in Elgin, it was dope. I feel like a lot of the kids don't understand like what like a cousin is, what a friend is. We used to play kickball,
Yeah, I
softball.
remember those days.
We knocking on doors. You know what I'm saying? I'm checking caller
Yeah,
IDs. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
yeah.
So it was dope. It's a family orientated city, what I call it. Everybody call themselves cousins, but you got to really know
Yeah,
your origin, your
you
your
really do.
roots to really know who family. You know what I'm saying? I think that's like something that they casually say out here, like
Yeah,
that's my cousin. But
yeah. I think that's a black thing though.
yeah,
We everybody our cousins. If you've been around for over 10 years, we cousins.
right.
But I did notice that Elgin is very big. There's lots of big families out here. So, what do you feel like is like one of the challenges living in Elgin?
I think for us, it's like being from Elgin. It's kind of like I, w- it's poverty in a sense, far as the jobs wise. Like you kind of like once you make a mistake, like they don't really give you a second chance. And I have obviously made some mistakes. I got felonies, I got cases. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm done now, but they don't really give you a second chance to like try to find a good job. So
Yeah.
I think that's a still a unanswered question that I'm trying to figure out with the town. I think
Okay.
it's a lot of good people that do a lot of good things in Elgin, but I think
Definitely.
it's a lot of guys that get discouraged because to go into these places and fill out an application and at least have a chance to like know that you're gonna get a job. I think that's the thing that's pulling a lot of our men down out here.
Yeah.
It's no you don't really got no motivation. You know what I'm saying? You don't really got nothing to look forward to.
Yeah.
So like being in Arizona, it's like the right to work state. Being out there is like I'm working at Renton Center, I'm working at all type of jobs, and I'm like, man, like if they can do that back home, I think what I'm saying, the community be a little bit better.
Yeah.
Instead of just always reverting back to selling drugs and that, because like I feel like it's a lot of that's all you can do out here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you really don't got no avenues and not a people person, you really can't make a way for yourself. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I've noticed that Elgin is just what you said. I've always looked at it as like a place that I go to sleep, and then I
Yeah.
go to work outside of Elgin.
Man, that's a
Like
great idea.
for about 10 years, I basically was in the city all the
Right.
time. Nobody really seen me out here
Right.
until I'm like, you know what? Let me get to know the people in the city,
Right.
and that's when I started to introduce myself, network, and things like that. But I never seen too much value until I started running into the people. The
Yeah.
people is what gave me
Yeah.
value.
It's a lot of
It
dope
was
people
yes, it's a lot of dope people, and I'm just like I like the people, but there's not much for me and
to
my
look
kids
forward
to
to.
do at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. I think with the school, like, and that's one of the biggest things too. I think with the school, like, it's really nothing to really. You don't have the energy. It's
Yeah,
like just go do your own thing, find your own lane. You know what I'm saying? I feel
yeah,
like it's just is the energy and the focus should be focused on certain different things. Because I like when we was coming up, we had. I know they still got Boys and Girls Club, but they had Big Brother, Big Sister,
yeah,
Boys and Girls Club. We like YMCA stuff like that. I just feel like a lot of people. A lot of people that's from the town have gave up on the town. So I feel
yeah,
like it's not too many kids that's dreaming no more. They don't really know their purpose other than the smoking, drinking. So it's
yep,
like a recycled thing out here.
yeah,
That's what I believe. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
That's very, very true. So why do you think mental health is very important?
I got diagnosed with bipolar. I would say like probably like 2011 and 10.
Hmm.
And the reason why I feel like mental health is important is because it's like you got to know your triggers. You got to know the game in the sense I use that for reference. You
Okay.
got to know the game. You got to know that some people if I know you got anger issues, you know what I'm saying, and I know I could just say something to trick you out, you know what I'm saying. I feel like people should just really just understand that you got to know what people is doing to you, and know to go left. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because I think mental health is definitely key. You got to know, stick to your routine, find something that you like to do. And don't worry about the applause. Don't worry about the sales. Whatever you choose to do, I just think you just got to do what you do and let the universe control itself.
Exactly.
So,
how did you deal with that diagnosis? Like, what was that like?
it was real challenging at first because it was like, I'm like, man, I ain't never took no pills. Like, I don't know what it's like. It was like really affecting my body. So, and having a major knee injury, you know what I'm saying? I blew my knees. I was going to ECC my first year in college. I had admirations to just do that and then go to big colleges, big schools. But when that happened, it really tore me down. It really messed me up. So, man, I just dealt with it in ways that I probably didn't even know how. Like I spent time in like Elgin mental health centers, facilities, stuff like that. So what I would do was like I would just draw T-shirts and I would just write sayings on them, like different strokes for different folks. Mama ain't raised no punk, stuff like that, like old terms that we grew up on, black culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would just form my mind and just keeping my mind, training my mind to just think positive, think things. So now I'm getting my mind to work. That's how I was able to. Because people ask me all the time, like, man, how did you come back? Because they throw the crazy word out there, and I'm not scared to talk about it, but people be scared to ask me. So I just felt like I want to give the people, that's why I reached out, I want to give the people in detail, like, this is what I did. You know what I'm saying? I researched things, I learned, and I'm like, man, bipolar is like a normal trait. Like, 1 minute you down, 1 minute you up, it's like a switch. So I'm like, that's really basic. So if I could just control what's bothering me, I think I'd be good.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I did. I would just spend a lot of time just doing research, going to groups. I did therapy before, just one-on-one therapy. I did groups. And so before you know it, I was always a quiet person, but I just be talking like a mug. Like I'm always talking, so that's all I do.
All right, so you said you've been to the Elgin Mental Health Institute. Did you have family and friends that actually supported you during that time?
Yeah, I started in Alexian Brothers, just to correct that too, my bad. But yeah, I had a lot of family, like a lot of friends, a lot of people, like my basketball team. I had a lot of people come and support me, like bringing me money, bringing me food, because you can have like your family bring you food. Yeah, I had a lot of support through everything. I had a lot of support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does bipolar run in your family? Like, did you ask any of these questions? Because I'm the type of person, when somebody say anybody has anything, where did it come from?
Right.
How do we get rid of it? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what can we do to manage it and maintain it? Like, I want to know the roots.
I mean, I never really asked questions, but I have a father, I have a mother, you know what I'm saying, that's still living. So I watched how they handle things and how they deal with stuff. So to your answer, I would say yes. But a lot of people, this is the number one thing that with mental health, a lot of people don't know they got mental health issues or need help.
Very true.
And they say, well, I don't need no pills, I don't need no therapy. Roll the weed up, give me some liquor. They self-diagnose.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, self-medicate, really. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem.
It is. That's a big problem in the community. I do see more people talking about mental health. You know who Vic Mensa is?
Yeah, I heard of him.
Man, he's been,
Chicago.
oh my God, he been talking about some good stuff. But he spreads awareness on mental health, men's mental health as well, and just giving like the backstory of what he went through, how he tried to diagnose himself. I believe he said he tried to diagnose himself. He also tried, different types of drugs, a frog, so many things that he tried. And I can always look at people and be like, I can tell you going through some shit.
Yeah.
Because if you need to drink, you need to smoke every single day.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
For real.
You don't eat nothing healthy. You don't drink nothing that's good for your body. That's a problem.
Right.
You have underlying issues. And I wish that my family had talked about those things when we were younger.
Yeah.
So that we can be more prepared for our lives. But it's
Right.
just like once you become aware, now you have to do better for the next generation.
Right.
So I don't even fault them. You know what I mean? Because there was already so many things that they were going through. So that's how I look at it.
Nah, for sure. Cause like, so like, I started the clothing like 5 years ago. I was always like writing T-shirts, but I
What's
think
the name of it?
Success Heals Pain. And I got a lot of things like underneath the branches, like Lady Fame, Baby Fame, Legendary Fame, and it's different meanings behind everything. And but what I wanted to touch on, I feel like a lot of people talk about mental health, but they don't really. They just do the basic. They just say the basic things. I feel like what I'm doing and what I've been through is really like,
Yeah.
it's really connected and it's a real story behind it. It's really, I was in the mud with it. I'm in the places with people that's kind of so-called wacky or
Yeah.
too far going off the drugs. But
Yeah.
so I never let it get to me in the sense of like, this drug gonna make you be better. I just looked at it like, well, I'm just gonna take it to get out of the facility and self-educate. And then now I'm able to function every day without no medicine because I don't let nobody trigger me. I don't let no what people say. I don't let nothing. I just move on because
Yeah.
you know sometimes we just carry that weight on us and we don't know how to just turn the page.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Have you thought about speaking? Like,
I want to
Yeah.
like before I left in 2015, I had somebody ask me to speak at Larkin, and I was like, I don't feel like I was ready at the time, but now I
Yeah.
feel like I'm ready. I want to speak to kids because I swear I'm like this is all I do. I talk to kids. I'm talking to people. It's just nonstop. So it's something I want to really do.
yeah.
Yeah, it's something that's what I want. I always wanted to be like a motivational speaker growing up
need
in
that.
school. Yeah,
They don't have. They got too many rappers.
Yeah.
They got too many athletes. They don't have enough of us showing them that this is the right way. You
Right.
don't have to just be a rapper. You don't
Right.
have to just be out here selling drugs. Like
Right.
these kids in this new generation really don't have no way.
No, they don't.
Like they trying to be. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah, I just think they don't got nobody posing scenarios. Like when we was coming up, like my grandmother, she told me don't take the drugs out the house because you don't need to take that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go smoke. And what did I do? Get my first case. It's just stuff like that. We had grandparents and had people telling us like, don't do that now. If you talk back, this
Holding
gonna
them
happen. God
accountable.
gonna strike you down. Karma, stuff like that. We had that reminding
Yeah.
of what not to do. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I think with us being older now, I think we just need to play more out scenarios for these kids to give them something to think about. We don't really give them nothing to think about other than you ate, how was your day, and
Yeah.
that's it. And they just get their phone and just do what they do.
Yeah.
So I just think they need to bring back us eating at the table.
You hit it right there.
That's what they
You hit it right there because it forces conversation.
Yes.
It forces interaction.
Right.
And because it'll be a lot of people be like, oh, we do sit and eat dinner together. And then the kids go and do their own thing. But it's really opening up. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? That's really going to make them to look at things differently.
Right.
Because if they're opening up, you're asking them how their day was. That's basic shit.
Yeah, because
That's real basic.
it's real basic because we show that we care about financially. We got you the shoes. We got you giving you money. That's not caring.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's not taking care of a child.
Nah,
either.
that's not.
Exactly.
You got to be hands on, and I think that's the number one issue out here. Like it's just free for all. Like
Yeah.
it's nobody cares too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just know that they kid good, they ain't bad. You just know for a fact that your
Yeah.
kid ain't good, and I think it's just a lazy approach mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say we need to do as a community to really open up the doors for the next generation?
I think we should hold maybe town meetings because we got the resources. I was coming in looking at the library. I'm like, bro, they got games. You can play the games. But if you don't know, I think we need to
Exactly.
put more energy into putting the knowledge out there. Like holding groups. Starting something where we can all hang out. You know what I'm saying? The old versus the new. You know what I'm saying? Ask me some questions that y'all want to know because I feel like a lot of kids got questions about life, but they don't really know who to turn to other than they homie. You know what I'm saying? Smoking some weed, stuff like that. I feel like we got to give them the floor to speak.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like when it's a lot of people, as well as adults too, but hold stuff in and they just walk around with it and build it up. And I was one of them people. I never really talked like that. So I would hold a lot of energy, a lot of anger in. So over time, I felt like, you know what I'm saying, we need that. We need to give the kids the floor to speak and tell us how they feel about life in general.
Yeah, that's what's up. I like that. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
Man, running my company, big business. If the money come, it come. I'm not leaning towards that, and just keep changing the world. That's where I see myself. Just having a staple in the community, having a staple around the world, and really bringing, not just using the word mental health as just a word as opposed to word, but really showing and really helping with mental health. I think that's
Yeah.
important.
Do you have any mentors or people that you watch on social media that you're like, man, I really like what they doing?
Man, right now my favorite is Big Bank. He from Atlanta. It's called Perspective with Bank, and he gives a lot of point of view. He has a good point of view on guys and women.
Okay.
I really like his podcast. I watch a lot of sport podcasts, like Gilbert Arenas podcast. So those probably like the two that I watch. You know what I'm saying? And Cameron and Mace, I watch them because they funny.
Those guys are hilarious.
So yeah, that's
Speaking of sports, let me ask you this question because I had this question yesterday and it was very, very heated. I don't want to go too far and too deep into it.
No, for sure.
But my question to my homie was, do you think that the WNBA could be as good as the NBA?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like at the time we living in, like before, when like the women's had they didn't really have, y'all didn't really have rights. So that's like one of the shirts that I do too, just to segue to that Lady Fame, women equality and women empowerment. So I think like y'all caught up to us now. I feel like the way to win right now, and just in general, is through the women. We gotta really be on our A game because y'all really didn't study. Y'all really didn't pick yourself up. So if we ain't add no value to what you got going on, I don't think there's no way that you can really connect with women in this day and age. So that's why I feel like the WNBA could definitely be neck to neck. It's just, you just can't, we got to pay them better.
Thank you.
You feel me?
Got to do the marketing. Got to pay them more. You got to actually be involved with it. And that's what they want. I think it's more players now that's like, let's go ahead and shake things up and make this work for us.
Right.
Not saying that the players before them couldn't do that, but they didn't really have that voice to push it. They didn't have the social media. Now we got social media. Now we have so many people that could support you that don't actually have to be there.
Right, and y'all game talented too. I feel like our game, the men's game, is kind of like watered down.
Yeah.
You know, you don't really get be physical no more. It's kind of like they know they getting paid. They know people betting on them. It's the propaganda with it. They just it's just too much. It's watered down. So I think the way through the women, I think the game can really grow. Because like I said, I played ball. You know, I ain't really speak on it, but I played ball with the Elgin and Larkin varsity.
Okay.
All that stuff. Star in the town, but I kind of move away from that. I don't like to dwell on it too much. But people that know, they know. So, but yeah, I definitely think that the way that the world work is for the women because y'all have grown in a major way.
Yeah.
And I feel like too, we'll have less women doing OnlyFans, trying to get money from guys. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
If we support them and because it's hard, it's more harder for women than it is for guys. For me personally, because it's a lot that y'all. I understand women in the sense of y'all accumulate a lot of stuff during the day, as far as just on a day-to-day basis, more than us. We can just go sit back and just relax and be cool, and it's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? I got kids, but women go through a lot. Hormones and feelings and all that type of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
The game is different. Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I feel like we need each other.
We do.
And I feel like more of us are understanding that we need each other.
Yeah.
We need to be here.
Yeah.
One person might be here, the other person might be here, but it could shift at any time.
That 50, I'm big on that. Yeah, I'm big on that.
What's the problem?
Yeah, it's 50-50.
You know what I mean?
Like, you know, you pull me up, I pull each one, teach one. We pull each other up. I'm definitely with you on that.
Yeah.
That's the only way to win. You know?
Exactly.
Nobody want to be 100% paying anything these
At
days.
all.
You're lying.
But if you're going to do that, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Nah, for sure.
I do.
For
But
sure.
I've always been that person. Like, I know what I bring to the table, and I know that whoever I'm with, I add more value because I study that person. What is it that you need that I can do for you?
Yeah.
There's no reason for us to be together if we can't help each other. I've always felt that way in friendships, relationships, partnerships, business, anything.
Right.
And I realize a lot of people don't think like that. They
Nah.
are really out for themselves.
Nah,
and
they
I've
really
been
are.
running around here like, let's all kumbaya. And they're like, bitch, move the fuck around.
Yeah, it ain't too many people self-reflecting.
Yeah.
The only time they self-reflecting is when drugs is involved or money involved. Like, you
Yeah.
know, like I feel like you should self-reflect every day of your life, every 5 hours or something. Like Zen, I call it Zen. I Zen a lot.
Yeah.
Just close my eyes and just, you know what I'm saying, just think and pray.
You try yoga?
Nope.
What?
My cousin Shireen, she do yoga, but
Yeah.
I want to get into that.
It's
I want
really
to get into
good. Very relaxing. It really heals the body. I think I told you that.
Yeah, I seen some of your stuff that you be doing. But yeah, you did tell me before.
Yeah, it's the yoga and the stretching. That's actually what's helping me with my injury.
Yeah.
Get better. And it just makes your body feel so good.
Yeah.
It releases so much. There's so much going on in the body that we don't see on a daily basis because we're focused on just the outside or what
Right.
we're putting inside.
Right.
But our body is functioning for us.
It's a lot of tensions going around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel you on that because I just got this membership at the rec, so my favorite thing to do was jacuzzi and
I can't wait to get in the water.
sauna. I like
Yes.
that. I like to sweat. I like to just relax because it's just so peaceful. So that's
Yeah.
my new thing. That's kind of like one of my new things that I'm back getting into because like I said, with this mental health stuff, you got to find lanes to stay sane.
Yeah, you do.
You know, you got to. And I feel like a lot of people don't. They be want to ask questions, but you can't understand nobody just walking around just being quiet. You got to just
Yeah.
go for it. You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
that's where we at.
A lot of people are just waiting for things to happen for them. They have this mindset of if it comes, it comes.
Right.
And it's like, yes, that's true to a certain extent,
Right.
but you also have to say that this is what you want.
Nah.
Do you do affirmations or things like that? Have mantras that you like live by?
Something I live by. Really just respect. I live by that. I feel like respect go a long way. And no matter when I was going through my trials and tribulation, I feel like I gained a lot of respect. So I still had room to clean up whatever people said about me. I never tried to put fires out, but
Yeah.
I gained a lot of respect just because I carried myself and I never walk around with the tough man attitude, disrespectful. So that's one thing that I live by, respect.
That's good.
I don't play that. You got to respect people. And I feel like confidence is a major thing that goes with respect, too. So when you're confident and you're respectful, it go hand in hand. People not even going to play with nobody that's, they already know.
We the most dangerous ones. Just because I'm quiet don't mean I...
Nah,
Listen,
for real, for real.
I'm quiet for a reason.
Nah, for
What's
real.
your sign?
Cancer.
Cancer. Capricorn.
Yeah.
We're the mother and father of the zodiac signs.
Man, I ain't know that one. That's
Yeah,
a jewel.
we're very I don't want to say humbling, but we're very humbling. We're very, like a mother and father. Like we
Right.
balance all the rest of the signs out.
Dang, that's
Yeah.
dope.
So
I
it
ain't know
really,
that.
we're a combo together for real, for real.
That's
Tell me
dope.
about the shirt.
So, this is a new design that I kind of made. Like at first I got SHP. I wanted to start like university, like in the sense of like mental health, put it all in one Success University. So
Yeah.
I created that, but I remixed it a little bit. So
Okay.
that's one of my newest designs. I'm gonna open it. Then
Yeah.
and then these are probably like my two favorite right now. So I had to give you my
Okay.
favorite.
I appreciate
And these
that.
are ones, no problem. And these are ones that's going that people really love. So as you can see, like it's real detailed.
Yeah.
Success University. That's something that I'm trying to build. I want to build because I started my business in Arizona. I want to build a nonprofit organization. Success Hills Paint this way.
That's smart.
Yep. So I want to do that, and then like this one, they love this one. The guy got me.
Yes. Yes, I like that.
Yeah, they love that, and it came from just I get an idea from somebody. Can you make something with God? I'm like, or just people just throw stuff at me, and I just freestyle. I just come up with stuff. So
Yeah.
that's basically, you know what I'm saying. That's you the first. I ain't never really put it on the back. I did it for my girl, but I'm like, I always just try to do different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem. Because I know you be, like I said, I pay attention to your channel. You do a lot of great things.
Thank
and very
you.
talented. So I'm like, man, I think it's my time to get on her show
There you go.
and support.
There you go. I appreciate that. There's a lot of people that, don't want to support, and I'm not here to bash anybody that don't want to support.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop me from doing what I need to do. This has always been my plan for years. Like,
Right.
people think that I just jump up with these ideas, and it's like it's all been a part of the plan. I
Right.
literally have it in my business plan what I'm supposed to be doing, and if you follow your plan, nothing can come in between. And there's
Nah,
been
for
so
sure.
much stuff that has happened. Me fucking up my leg was not in my bingo card.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like things I've been dealing with my kids and their dads, and there's so much.
Right.
But I still stuck to the plan, no
Yeah.
matter what happened.
Yeah, I think that's important because, like as well as me, I've been dealing with a lot of different things. Break up and moving on and find somebody new that contributes and to what I'm liking, to what I'm doing. I feel like as men, we're always taught to cater to the woman and what I'm saying, be there for a woman too. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's not reciprocated in so
Yeah.
much. We're all like, if the baby crying, I'm gonna get up and go get the baby, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I feel like if I'm chasing what I'm chasing and I'm not getting natural support, then it's okay to make those hard decisions because once you do a great job of raising your kids, people think that you can be together forever, and it's
Yeah.
like it don't work that way.
Yeah.
You feel me? You got to be able to go hand in hand. To your point, what you were saying earlier, like we help each other, and you got to support.
Yeah.
Like you can't be a good chef. And I ain't posting what you doing. Like that don't even make sense. People, because little do you know, people look at that like, dang,
Yes.
her better half ain't even posting
Exactly.
what I got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I was just talking about that. I cannot be with somebody who does not support me.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
That's stupidity. Especially with how talented I am. You cannot be with somebody who does not say, I'm your number one cheerleader.
Nah, for sure. And with the mental health thing, what people don't understand, once you get your mental right, how you think and how you view things, everything becomes easier. It's less
does.
stressful. Like I probably wouldn't post a female or post certain things because like they'll say, "Oh, you trying to keep your girl to this and that." Nah, not now. I'm different. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what it is? Private, not a secret.
For real.
Huh.
For real. Because y'all big. So me understanding that and me being better and just learning the game and just self-evaluating, mental health has really helped me understand. I don't go around trying to dissect people, but
Yeah.
I definitely notice certain things,
You do.
Yeah, you notice, you pick up on it because you didn't been there before. So
Yep.
once you didn't overcome a level, you like, hey, I was there at that level before. So it's kind of easy to, you just run across a lot of different things,
Yeah, definitely. You know what to look for. You know what to stay away from. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing. And you can tell when somebody is working on their mental health.
Oh, for sure.
You can tell if they are
For sure.
self-aware.
For sure.
And back in the day, you would have been like, oh, let me just give them a chance. I could see so much good in them.
Yeah.
And you know what I've seen somebody post? The good that you see in other people is what's in you.
Mm-hmm.
You want somebody to be a certain way. You're seeing their potential, but their potential is not even real.
Yeah, everybody think that they can change people. You
Yeah.
can't change nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like we all wish we can self-doctor somebody and
Yeah.
and change them or build them up to and want to take the credit for it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to build nobody up. I want to come already put together. And I tell my girl this all the time when we first met. I'm like, I'm already put together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't really need no help. I don't really need no coaching. I just need to know what I got to do, and we build like that. Because
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people they just think that they can just, you know what I'm saying, build people and change people. Nah,
Yeah.
you can't.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like I can add more value for
Yeah.
sure. I don't think I'm exactly where I need to be,
Right.
and I accept corrective criticism and things like that in my relationship, and just listening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Listen
then-
is a skill.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Because you're not just listening to what they're saying, you're understanding that this is real. This is what they think about the
Right.
on the data I can't get the word out.
Day-to-day basis.
Yes, on a day-to-day basis. And it's like if the world is so against them and they got to go out here in the world and do so much, you as the significant other should be right there with open
No,
arms.
for sure. For sure. I feel like if you look at the way the world works and just a lot of successful men, they got a good woman by their side.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's vice versa. You just can't do nothing. You can't do too many things by yourself.
Exactly.
And then before I came up here, I had went to this millionaire meeting, and this guy was like, "Let me tell you something. And when you're in them rooms, you only get a certain time to make your mark, and I
Yep.
made my mark good enough." So he was like, "I'm gonna tell you something. Value relationships with people.
Yes.
That's gonna get you to be a millionaire. That's gonna get you to go where you're trying to go. Is having good relationships with people and friendships and stuff like that. That's the key. So that's one of my main focus that I've been doing too. Just kind of just stepping out there and just it's really just giving things a chance. And, you know what I'm saying?
No, you're on the right track. I appreciate that.
No problem.
So what's something you want to give back to the audience?
Something I want to get back to the audience. I would say educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say that they say the information there is really there. I feel like if you don't know anything, it's right there. Google it, and you gonna get an understanding. Don't try to get your understanding by just what people tell you.
Yeah.
Get your own understanding. So that'll help you view things different and see people. Because if you want to see the good in people, you're gonna see the good in people. But a lot of the things come down to just what you see. Because a lot of people don't see the good in themselves. So, and like you said, it's self-doubt. A lot of people don't got confidence, you know what I'm saying? So I think people should just really educate themselves and really just believe in what they doing and stick to their craft. Because it's a lot of people that do shirts. It's a lot of people that hit me like, hey, man, what you think about somebody doing that? I'm like, look, bro, I do what I do. The one thing that's different from me than a lot of people that's making clothes, all my designs is unique and they mean something. So that's what for me. So I just try to stick to what I got going on, and I really don't pay attention. If I can support, I can support. But it's people that then mimic in certain ways of my stuff, and they give me my respect too. So it's like I really don't really care. So I just tell people just stick to what you do and go forward.
Yeah.
Like it's just like if you telling yourself you're gonna go to the gym, go to the gym.
Exactly.
Don't worry about how you look.
Exactly.
Just go.
Exactly.
So that's what I would tell people. Just go, stick to what you got going, and go for it.
That's what's up. So where can they find you?
You can find me on IG, Snap, Success Hills Pain. My website is Success Ain't Free. I got, man, Success Hills Pain. When you see that, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, a lot of people ask me, like, what's the meaning behind Success Hills Pain? I feel like, and I'm going to say this, like, when you want to be successful, like, you know what I'm saying, the best way to cure your pain, because I had, like, a lot of high school buddies, like, man, success is pain. I'm like, nah, success heals pain, because what can heal your pain is a new job, a new car, you know what I'm saying, a new crib, a new opportunity. So you want to be successful to keep your motivation going. So that's why I wanted to do Success Heals Pain, because I dealt with a lot of pain and just a lot of stuff that it was hard to overcome and understand. Yeah. So I just try to hate high haters and just be successful, man. That's what I chase. I'm chasing success. That's what I'm doing. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, salute to you and everything that you're doing on your journey. It. Just keep going. I mean, you already know what you're doing.
Yeah,
just keep
sure.
doing and get out there and start speaking, because they need you.
Yeah,
There's
sure.
so many men and little boys that need you.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have it and they want it.
No, for
I
sure.
hear it all the time.
You can hear people crying out for mental health, and you can feel when people lean. Like, I get so many people leaning on to me, I'd be forced to speak. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty about what I've been through. I'm able to connect on levels that I don't even be knowing I can connect on. So
yeah, that's what's up. You got it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I appreciate you coming on,
for sure.
and I want to get you back on here as well.
For sure.
So that we can maybe do like a group discussion or something.
Yeah,
like
for sure. I'm
dope.
down with that. I appreciate the invite.
Definitely.
More blessings to your channel, and I hope
I
can see big things for you for sure. But thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's all we got for you guys today. I appreciate you for tuning in. Until next time, be mindful.
Success heals pain. That's
exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
Until next time.